Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia and in today's video, I'll be setting up the February bullet journal spreads. And for this month, I have decided to go a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more fun, but also being a little monotone in my colors. So these are the three hues of pinks that I'm going to use to set up these spreads. And I am going to go with the medium tone in this case to start off with the quote on the left hand side. For February, I decided to go with a quote that kind of resonated with me, and it says, always find time for the things that makes you feel happy to be alive. I am not sure who has actually quoted this, so I have not written down the original author of this beautiful poem, but I really liked it. I feel that you need to celebrate your life. You need to be able to find happiness in those little moments and little things. And February is a month where we like to celebrate the love of our partners or love of our family. But you should not also forget that you should also love yourself. Like I always like to say, fill your cup first before you fill others. And as you would know, when you are traveling in a flight, they would always say, cater to yourself first before looking after the people beside you. So I feel that that's also an approach that you should be taking in your life. But nevertheless, coming back to the spread, I wanted to bring this quote into my February journal spread, and this quote's structure is very new to me. So I'm finding it very interesting to find new short poems or quotes that would resonate for that particular month. And if you have found any such good quotes out there, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, because I would love to incorporate your favorite quotes as well in my journals. My January spreads were very colorful and so much fun that I wanted to, let's say, tone it down a little bit when it came to colors and what would resonate best with the month, as most of the February would be associated with Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day. If you do not celebrate Valentine's, then you would see a lot of hearts and whimsical stuff. So I wanted to pay my homage to this celebration. There is also a week of February right before Valentine's where you have like chocolate day, teddy bear day, and all of those really cutesy stuff. If you really celebrate those and you want to have fun with your friends, I think they are fantastic way of celebrating each other and also yourself. And you can obviously find real happiness in spending time with your loved ones. I wanted to also do a lot of doodles in this particular spread and not make it too hard on myself. So if you feel that you're not very good in your artistic skills yet, you can try something very similar like this, because I am not an artist, and I try very hard to improve myself and the limited time quantity that I have, and I felt that this one was a very relaxing, as well as it turned out okay. I guess it could definitely be better, but practice makes one perfect. So I would assume that if I spend a little bit more time perfecting the art, I would be okay. So I'm not going to go too harsh on myself, because I wanted this to be more whimsical and a little bit more curvy and loose on paper. So I feel that it has turned out okay. I don't have any grief about this. And these are also such easy doodles to practice that if you want to bring in all this whimsy into your journal, you can definitely attempt them. I found all of this inspiration on Pinterest, not particularly anything that I have searched for, but it's just what Pinterest was throwing at me in my feed, and I was like, you know what, I will dive into this, and this is perfect. I only wish that I had a brush marker pen that was similar to this gel pen color so that I didn't have to do so much of streaky sketching on the glass, which would give more like a, I don't know, cherry drink or wine or whatever red drink that is. And it looks very, very streaky, but I feel that it is more leaning towards that artsy style. So I'm going to be, let's say, more accepting about those flaws. Anyways, moving to the next spread, it will be my calendar spread. This time I have tried to make the calendar look a little bit different in terms of the boxes. Usually I will have the entire calendar stacked together, but here I have individual boxes that I have created for each of the day. This will give me more space to write compared to what I prepared last month, and this time the boxes are 4x4 grid spaces, so they are 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. This is what I usually was creating in my notebook therapy notebooks that I have used for the last 2 years. But for the first month in this year, in this particular notebook, which is from Lila Journal, for whatever reason, the squares that I decided to do were 1.5 centimeter, and it was a little bit tight, but not that bad that I couldn't write, because when I use my gel pen in 0.05, that is enough for me to write the main heading or the main task or the important event or date that I need to remember in this spread. However, I felt that maybe that extra 0.5 centimeter or that extra grid can sometimes be really precious. So I decided to make this one a little bit different compared to the last week. So maybe next month when I create this spread, I will go back to my usual stacked calendar and just retain the 4x4 grid spaces. In terms of the doodles, I feel the hardest one in this particular spread was definitely this locket that I have made, and it has the initial of my name and my husband's name, and it's just it can get a bit corny, because when I was doing it, I was like, do I really need to do this? Or, it doesn't look too, I don't know, like out there in your face kind of. But then I realized that this is my notebook. I am the one who's going to use it, and not everybody has to know what this is and what it really means. So I ultimately kind of gave in to the idea, but it is still a little too corny for me to have that. I have never done that in my life, and I feel that it's just not me. I am not someone who overly express things, but I feel that sometimes you kind of need to, because how would the other person know that you absolutely adore them and feel so grateful to have them in your life? So I suppose you should be corny and cheesy with the people that you love, and that may sometimes annoy them, and look, they agreed to be part of your life, and you have absolutely 100% right to be the most annoying person to them, because you love them absolutely so very much. With that, we are moving to the next spread, which is not the most adorable one to be considered, because this is going to be my expense tracker. And something that I have learned is by this financial expert who wrote a book. Don't ask me who this was. I was just reading a random article and I did not retain that information. But something that I did retain is how you can separate your expenses, and that is you make 2 different columns. First is where you put your necessary essentials that you need for your survival. So this could be all your bills, medical expenses, or your pet insurance, your insurance, whatever that needs to be that you have to absolutely spend to survive and have a good life. And then the other one will go under your thriving, where you have your shopping expenses, your stationery expenses in my case, and all the other things that you do which is not where you are in your survival mode, like you're going out on a drink with your friends, you go for brunch, or you go for a movies, you spend some time outdoors and on a good cup of coffee. Those are thriving. Those are the expenses where you feed your soul. Those are the expenses that makes you happy. But obviously, if you are running from paycheck to paycheck, you also have to be kind of mindful. How are you spending your money, your very, very hard earned money? So this I felt was very interesting because I was clubbing everything together, and at the end of the day, when I would be doing the calculation, or rather end of the month, it would be a daunting big number. So I decided that I will incorporate and see how that goes. And so far, I think it's been really good. January has been a comparatively low spend for me. So I hope February also continues to be something similar. Now, moving to the last spread of this video, this is going to be my content planner spread. As always, I use predominantly for my YouTube content. I try to be as regular in my postings as possible. I have tried different days of posting to match my work schedule so that I have enough time and attention that I need to give for creating these videos, because creativity can also take a lot of toll on people. And this is definitely, I'm one of them. I have seen other creators who can do a lot of batch content. They will sit for one day and create all the content for the whole week or the whole month. I am not that. I need to take break in between doing things. So if I'm creating, for example, when I did this February setup, it took me almost like 2 hours, roughly, give or take, but it was all at one sitting because I was like, I'm very focused. And possibly that is also the reason why I cannot do batch content, and that is also one of the reasons why if I don't do it more regularly, I do not have extra contents to share. So if you would have noticed, I missed posting on last weekend. It is because I was not keeping well. I had my wisdom tooth extracted and it has been the most painful experience. I literally took more than 2 weeks to kind of be discomfortable to talk. I'm still a little slurry. I still have a lot of pain. Thankfully, I am on medication now, so fingers crossed I will be better. But last week, I was just not in a condition where I could, put on my head for a long time or even talk for this long time to create any sort of content. So I missed it. I initially planned of posting my travel video to Marrakesh. I have the contents ready. I just need to do the voiceover and I couldn't do it. So make sure that you are subscribed and don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because I have realized that a lot of people kind of miss my content because they are not turned on the notifications, so they are not notified, and for whatever reason YouTube algorithm sometimes just doesn't show my content to my audience. And I know that you guys like seeing it, and you have shared those comments with me and sent emails to me, and I absolutely love when I receive your emails. So please keep sending them to me. I think that they are so beautiful. They just make my day a lot better, and especially when I am not keeping well and I'm demotivated, and you guys just lift me up so much. So thank you so much for sending those really sweet words towards me. But yeah, this is where my content planner is going to be used. It's going to be for YouTube specifically. Well friends, we have reached to the end of the video, so that means it's a flip through time. So let's go through all the spreads that we have created in this video. This was such a fun one to experiment with, and this has not been over the top with multiple colors. It's just, in the same hue of pink and burgundy, and if you wish you can make it as colorful as you want, because this doodles just demands and screams for all the love and affection that you can give, and it could be in the form of multiple colors. If you decide to create something similar like this, please do tag me on Instagram. I would love to see your creation. If you have watched this far, please leave your favorite heart emoji so I know you were there till the end. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!